Mighty castles, thundering waterfalls and romantic scenery. There's much to see along the legendary River Rhine. Follow it from its source in Switzerland through France and Germany all the way to the North Sea. And you will encounter fascinating cities, learn about European history and medieval legends. Let's go! The Rhine is 1,233 kilometers long and begins in the Swiss canton of Graubünden and flows into Lake Constance some 90 kilometers north. The lake, which borders Switzerland, Austria and Germany, is a popular holiday destination. Along its shores you'll find charming towns like Lindau and the flower island of Mainau. Though it costs around 25 euros to visit, it's worth every cent. The island looks different in each season. The town of Meersburg, with its half-timbered houses and pretty vineyards, is also worth a visit. A ferry links Meersburg with Constance on the other side of the lake. Constance is the largest city in the region. From Lake Constance, the River Rhine flows onwards towards Schaffhausen in Switzerland. Here, the 150-meter wide river crashes down the 23-meter high Rhine Falls. It's a sight to behold. This is one of Europe's largest waterfalls. You can take a boat tour to experience this force of nature. Next, the River Rhine crosses the Swiss city of Basel with its iconic 11th century cathedral. Another highlight along the river's course awaits you in France, Strasbourg, near the German border. The Alsatian city brings together German and French culture and architecture. In the old town, you can admire picturesque half-timbered buildings. The cathedral is also worth a visit, with its missing tower and elaborate stained glass windows. The Rhine now flows onward to Germany, past the city of Speyer. Here too, a church is the star of the city. The Speyer Cathedral is the biggest Romanesque church in the world and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Further downstream, the Rhine divides the cities of Ludwigshafen and Mannheim. The Baroque Mannheim Palace is a must-see. Our next stop is Worms. Known for being the main setting of the Nibelungenlied poem, several statues in the city pay homage to the famous German medieval saga. This sculpture portrays the villain Hagen of Tronje. He is said to have thrown treasure into the Rhine, which has yet to be found. We continue onward past Mainz, one of Germany's oldest cities. Here you will find beautiful half-timbered buildings and an impressive cathedral. Mainz is nestled in Germany's biggest wine-growing region and is considered the country's wine capital. It's a great place to take a wine tour or do a wine tasting. Now we're off to what is probably the Rhine's most beautiful section, the upper Middle Rhine Valley, the epitome of Rhine romanticism. Our tip: take the train that follows the course of the Rhine. You can hop off at different spots. Like Bingen. Here you'll find the Mouse Tower. According to a legend, an evil archbishop exploited his subjects. When they asked him for food, he locked them in a barn, set it on fire, and said to his men, "Do you hear the little mice squeaking?" But suddenly a swarm of mice came after him and he fled to this tower in the river. Eventually he was overtaken and the mice ate him alive. This stretch of the Rhine near St. Goarshausen is also known for a famous legend. Once upon a time, a woman sat on the Loreley rock, singing while combing her hair. Sailors passing by were so distracted by her beauty that they ran their ships into the rock and drowned. Traveling along the Rhine, you'll come across one castle after the next. Between Bingen and Koblenz, there are 40 castles and fortresses in just 65 kilometers. Why? Because the Rhine has always been a strategic transport route. So, historically, building a castle along this route was a way to make money by charging tolls. In Koblenz, the upper middle Rhine valley ends. At the Deutsches Eck, the Rhine converges with the Moselle River. Here, a monument to Emperor William I looms majestically. The current then flows into Bonn. It may be a small city, but it's very significant. It was the capital of West Germany when the country was divided. The old city is particularly beautiful in spring, when the cherry trees blossom. There's another castle awaiting you nearby, Drachenburg Castle. Built in the 19th century in the historical Neo-Gothic and Neo-Renaissance styles, it looks like it's straight out of a fantasy movie. Bonn's big sister, Cologne, is Germany's fourth biggest city. The first thing you'll see when you arrive is the cathedral, a masterpiece of Gothic architecture and Cologne's major landmark. The Rhine continues onward past Düsseldorf. This modern large city is known for its fashion and culture. You can go for great walks along the Rhine and head to the Medienhafen, with its extraordinary buildings designed by famous architects. A few kilometers and cities away, the Rhine finally reaches the Netherlands. Here, the river is no longer called Rhine. It splits up into two main arms, the Waal and Lech rivers. Just before they reach the North Sea, they converge with another major river, the Meuse. That's why the Rhine's journey ends in the Rhine-Meuse Delta. That's where Europe's biggest port lies, in Rotterdam. And that also marks the end of our trip. For more travel tips, follow us on DW Travel.